Welcome to another episode of Two Bears, One Newbie. We're discussing Halloween Ends. Maybe. We'll see. Yes, welcome back to another episode of Two Bears, One Movie. The first episode in association under the brand that is Top Floor Films. So David Gordon Green is back with his finale to his new Halloween reboot slash trilogy slash remake slash whatever. So it's in a different timeline. It's not the H2O timeline. It's not the other two remakes that were done in 2007. And it's obviously away from Halloween 3 Seasons of the Witch, which is clearly underrated. So we are a few years after the events of Halloween and Halloween Kills. Jamie Lee Curtis now with her niece are living a bubbly life of trying to move on. And that's all okay and well and good, I suppose. And what I think about this is, it starts off well. The opening scene is actually really good. There is a babysitter called... It starts off really well. The opening scene is really good with a babysitter called Corey, played by Ronan Campbell, where he's coming to babysit this kid on Halloween night. I won't really get into what happens because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. Or will I? I'm gonna spoil it. So spoilers, whatever. So the kid is all like real friendly with him when he first comes in, and then when the man that leaves, he turns into be a little bollocks. He's talking about he's not afraid of stuff. He's calling him a shit babysitter. Blah blah blah. Plays a prank on him, and the prank is that Michael Myers is chasing him through the house. So Corey runs up to try and find him, see if he's okay. It's in a big huge mansion, and he gets locked into this attic. The kid is outside laughing at him. He's screaming and panicking inside. The parents are then are about to come into the door. Corey starts to kick the door in. And what does he do? He kicks the door in, knocking the little boy all down this big, huge flight of stairs. Well, he misses the stairs and goes straight over the old banisters, balcony, whatever you want to call it, and falls flat in his face, which is really high up, while the parents are there. And it goes down a couple of years later. He's now a weirdo. He's obviously being bullied, and then etc. etc. As I mentioned, Laurie is living a happy life with her granddaughter. But her granddaughter ends up falling for Corey. But Corey is getting bullied, and he's getting beaten up, and his demeanour and his eyes begin to change. He kills someone by mistake, a homeless dude. And in the midst of doing this, he runs into Michael Myers. In the sewers, might I add. He's been burned, stabbed. He's living in the sewers for 4 years. He's an old man, and the motherfucker's still alive. Still alive. Not a bother to him. Wearing the same mask in the sewers. So Michael Myers grabs him, looks at him. He ends up seeing some of him in Corey. Corey ends up becoming his apprentice then, basically going around dressed up as Michael Myers, killing people. It's like fucking... Oh... I think it would have been better if Michael Myers actually wasn't in this. Or they should have just went in with all Michael Myers. Because he's barely in it. And it's like how evil can be transferred to other people. Which at the start you feel like they have something going here, because you can see why he could be transformed into a killer, being bullied. There's people who are paranoid in town, and it's all just a real grim and somber and eerie place to live. And then it just gets weird where the daughter or the granddaughter falls in love with him. He he's going back to Michael, like, and they're like buds teaming up to kill people. Laurie just doesn't feel like Laurie anymore. I don't know. It doesn't feel. The first Halloween kind of took it back to this man is not a demon or whatever it may be. He's a man. Then the second one, basically, he was a fucking demon again because he was getting pitchforked by the whole town. And he didn't die. He got blown up, shot, you name it. This motherfucker is still going. But yet you've tried to come back and tell us he's a man. He's not a demon. Laurie's not his sister. And it's just a mess. Like, the ending is so stupid. Like, as I said, Michael Myers is in it for 15 minutes, maybe. Like, Season of the Witch, in my opinion, was really good. Maybe never got the credit at the time, but without Michael Myers, they create a nice little gem there. Maybe they possibly could have done an anthology series. Maybe that's something they should do now. But maybe this could have worked without Michael, and what the presence of just what happened with him there really struck the town. And I thought you were going to go that way in the first 10-15 minutes and then fucking ruined it. And then the ending, oh my god. So, like, Laurie and her granddaughter are chopping him up. Somehow he still has the Michael, that is Michael, comes to kill them, obviously, and like somehow he still has the strength, like, to rip his hand out with a knife, and he's like getting beaten the fuck, like. And then they all take him to this like metal scrapyard, and they throw him into a grinder, the whole town, and it's just really, it's like something out of The Simpsons. That ending, it's literally like something out of The Simpsons. I thought it was a really poor film. It's one thing that most people who make Halloween movies just don't get it. The original Halloween wasn't that gory at all. But yeah, all they seem to do is how gory we can get this. There's no tension in this movie. There's no atmosphere built up. It's just a really a slugfest, really, and a mess. Where's the tension from the original Halloween, where he's coming out of the shadows and you're anticipating for something to happen, and the score doesn't really grab you in this film because the script is so fucking shit. And like, no wonder it took a few of them to write it, but it's so bad. It's just like, let's see how many gory scenes we can get into this, and let's have Michael have this little like his Robin to his Batman, and yeah, it just doesn't work. Everyone kind of annoyed me, even Laurie. The whole story is just bad. It's a bad ending. The whole Simpson bleeding ending with the yeah. So anyway, what did I give it? 2 stars out of 5, because I've seen worse films, so that's why it's probably not that low. 2 stars out of 5. I'm giving it. That's it. And I'll catch you in the next episode. So please like, subscribe, tell me what you think or thought of Halloween. Am I wrong? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you feel it? Catch you in the next episode.